I just want to tell you what a totally awesome person you are. Thank you so much for liking my page. Again, this is Eric Phillips, author of the book Express Yours, and I promised you a bunch of content, so here it is. The page has been unlocked for you. It's open, it's accessible, it's yours, and the best part is that the value, the tools that you're going to be learning in this series are going to be absolutely phenomenal. They're going to be some of the best things. This video series is going to be about the power of visualizing, or the visualizations. And we're going to touch topics that, are not usually touched. We're going to talk about the law of attraction. We're going to talk about those things that make your life run the way that you want them to. So many times in life we see these people, right, usually somewhere else, and we stop and we look kind of into someone else's yard and we go, wow, how did they got that? How did they get that Mercedes-Benz? Mercedes-Benz. I could have used a Ferrari, right? But how did they get that Ferrari? How did they get that Lamborghini? I want one of those. We see all these things that we want in life. Things that are right there that are accessible to us, but we don't know how to get to it. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to get to it, and I'm going to tell you the process is not always pleasure. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. What is a comfort zone? What is a zone? Period. The interesting thing is that a zone is kind of like those sounds, those sirens that go off in your head that really start to make an impact in your life, where you start you see the siren, you see the stop sign, you stop because you don't want to go any further. We're trained to pull over and to leave your stuff on the side of the road, and put our life on hold. Well, too many times, too frequently, that's what happens to us in life, generally speaking. So, what we're doing here in this video series is giving you an entirely free video all about this stuff. So we're going to talk about the power of visualizing and the results that you can get from it. Don't misunderstand anything about visualizing. The secret stresses to visualize, to close your eyes, have this image, this picture in your mind that's going to somehow magically drop this elephant inside your house. It doesn't work like that, okay? If you want to win the lottery, for example, visualizing it and sitting on your sofa is not going to get it. You have to take action. You have to get up. You have to go out to those places and do those things that you got to do in order to get those things that you want. So in other words, if you want a lottery ticket, you're not going to go to the beach and you're not going to sit on your couch and watch TV. You have to go to the places that those kind of people would go to. So think about this for a second. What kind of person do you want to be? Really, think about it. Because it is the most important question that you will ever ask yourself, because the answer to that question is your identity. It's who you are. So many times I hear people, I'll be on the street and I'll be out there and I'll be walking, all happy and everything. And I'll be like, I guess you could call it kind of eavesdropping. I'm not really eavesdropping though, but I guess I'm just being aware of my surroundings. Right? I'm in a state of total awareness of everything around me. And I'll hear somebody walking by going, yeah, I would like to have the donut, but I'm kind of fat. I am anything equals your identity. Let me tell you something. If you're overweight, you're not fat. You might have fat on your body, but that is not your identity. And too many people live their identity based on the fact that they say, I am anything. If you want to be something, be successful. Be an A student. Be everything that you can be. Be the things that you thought that you always wanted to be, and someone told you couldn't. Because you can, Everyone can be anything they want to be. All they got to do is say what they are. So, and of course, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to actually take you through steps that are going to actually take you from where you are to where you want to go, to where you want to be. Because being in those places that you want to be is the place to be if you want to be in those specific areas that life is going to deliver all those messages that you wanted. This is totally random, and I just want to tell you a story. It's one of my favorite stories to tell. If you've been to any of my classes at all, I share this story. But I was sitting there and I was doing a video much like this, but at the time I didn't have an office, and I did it out in an open park. And I got there really early in the morning because I can sometimes be a little bit shy, and I don't want people watching and wondering what I'm doing and stuff like that. I'm not like that anymore, but I was back when I first got my business, when I first got started. And I will tell you that it was interesting because I'm out there and I have a video camera on me, right? And I'm looking into the camera and I hear this noise off in the distance. From behind a tree, I see a squirrel. And the squirrel kind of runs out and he looks up at me. He cocks his head and looks at me a little bit more. And then all of a sudden he charges me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I love squirrels. I gotta tell you something. I absolutely love squirrels. I've never been afraid of a squirrel in my life. But this little squirrel, he had personality. And he was running up to me as fast as he could. And my head started swimming. I'm like, I'm on camera, so I'm trying to keep myself composed, but I'm watching this squirrel charge me. And I'm sitting there, and I got all these thoughts going through my head while I'm doing this, right? I'm sitting there going, is he gonna crawl up my leg? Is he got rabies? What's wrong with the squirrel? Anyway, he runs up as fast as he can, and he stops. And he looks at a nut at my feet. He grabs it, and he runs away. And I'm not really sure why. I felt the need right now to share that story. But I can share with you one thing that I do know. Sometimes the only way to get the results that you want is to step out of the zone that you're in. So, with that said, I have a free video series that's waiting for you. It's all on the power of visualizing. I'm going to show you how to visualize to increase the chances of getting what you want. And then later on, I'm going to post other videos right here on Facebook that are going to be free giveaways that I am just because. I'm doing it just because there are people in this world that need this stuff. And sometimes the people who need it most don't have the money. So I was one of those people. And someone took a chance on me years ago. And they weren't sure that I was going to deliver. But here I am. My word is kept. My promise is made. I am here for you, and I'm giving you an entirely free series of videos. On this page, there's a link. Click the link. It will take you to my website where all of these videos are stored. You do have to enter your user. You do have to create an account. So it's not a hard account. You don't have to pay for anything. It's just a membership site so that you can gain access to this content. Okay, so I think I ask you for your name and your email address, and that's it. And then I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to send you irrelevant material. I'm only going to send you information about whatever the topic is. And you know, if you don't want that, that's fine. When you enter your name and your email address, I'm going to shoot you over an email back at you that's going to confirm with you that you want to be on that list. And if you don't, just don't respond to it. And if I'm not mistaken, you'll still get the videos. So anyway, life is great, isn't it? All those things that you ever wanted, right there. It's all around you. I've gone out and I've done a lot of fun things in my lifetime. In fact, in the coming weeks, I'm going to go do something that is scary to me. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone. I am afraid of heights. And it's the one thing, heights and the fear of falling are the only two things that all human beings have in common. We're all born with a fear of heights and a fear of falling. They're the only two things. We're not even afraid of water when we're born. If you think about it, it's kind of interesting. So go ahead and click the link down below. It's going to take you over to the website where I store all the videos. And like I said, you'll get a new video about once a week. And so about every 10 days or so, you're going to get a video that is going to teach you some really, really neat life skills. And I want you to know that I am very grateful. Thank you again for liking the page here on Facebook and for being my friend out here on Facebook. It really means a lot to me. And if there's anything I can ever do, please let me know. I do know that I am going to start a page. It's either going to be a blog or it's probably going to be on Facebook itself. But I'm going to start a page, a group, where all the people who have signed up for my classes can come out there and they can talk to me, leave me chats and emails, and I will, not emails, but what's it called? Post. Okay, so I will be answering those posts directly myself. I try to keep all these videos about 10 minutes, and I'm actually going over it right now. So I'm going to let you go. Just go ahead and click the link down below. It'll take you to the page, and all this great content is yours. It's free. I do look for commitment from people. I do look to make sure that they want what they're getting. So that's the reason that I'm asking you. I'm asking you to commit. Give me your email address so that I can contact you. And that's very upfront, just so that I can contact you and let you know about things that are relevant to what it is that you're looking at. In this case, it's going to be about visualizing, or the power of hypnosis. So take care. Be the creative force that you know you are.